This is just to talk about different stuff used for the badges through the years. The early badges were always made out of likes of ivory, bone, onyx, metal, different kinds of metal, silver, gold. I've seen them horn, the sea ivory, walrus tusks, bone, like this one's bone. This is ivory, this is ivory. That's mother of pearl. The other one is stamped in the butt. They've done that very early on. This stuff is called celluloid. No, celluloid was first invented in 1856, which was called Parkinson. Now, it changed its name to 1870 to celluloid. Now, celluloid was used very widely in these type of badges, the picture badge ones. It was usually thinner and it had an ivory. It used to call it ivoryline. Now, that one's ivoryline and that one's ivoryline. There was a lot of badges made out of them, not just the picture badge ones, but these are the most recommended ones. The other picture badge here is a different one. This is a much later. These are both Inman cues, both different picture badges, but if you look at the butt, there's one really fancy and the other one's just a plain butt. The plain butt one's got butters and watts on it, this one hasn't. I just thought I'd put that in. These are cues that would have had ivoryline, ivory, or bakelite, which is another material. These ones. Now this one will be in plastic, that's much later, plastic. Now celluloid was made out of a plant extract, right, and then it was made into the material that he used, and that was used right the way through back to 1870. So some of the early cues, the very thin early ones, would have actually been celluloid, you know, which they named it as ivoryline, as like a fake ivory, you know. I just thought I'd bring this up as it's nice to know what the materials would be used for the badges. Like this one's onyx, that one's brass or copper, that one's bone, ivory, that one's mother of pearl, that's celluloid, that's a bakelite or plastic, that'll be celluloid, that's these are celluloid or bakelite, these ones, and that's a plastic badge. I just thought it'd be nice to mention this. The other one that they used to do now and again was a stamp on the cue, and that was stamped into it as a mark for, you know, which company would. This was more cues, you know, more cues. Yeah, there was other ones, McMorrin and different companies that would put transfers on the cues. Here's another one, Dawson's of Bombay. This is a silver badge, engraved presentation cue, with a mother of pearl badge in the bottom. That's a hand spliced version.